Hey guys, welcome back. We've got a Cloudbuster update here. So yeah, as you can see, didn't end up going with pink. I had this gold paint left over that needed using up, so it was actually brought to paint some furniture, but there was quite a bit left over, so I thought I would use it up on the Cloudbuster. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. I don't know. I don't really know about gold. It's kind of, I knew it would be a bit sort of blingy and out there. Does it suit it? I don't know. I'm not convinced, put it that way, but I am happy with the finish. I mean, it's not a paint designed for models. It's just your standard sort of, I don't know, multi-purpose paint, but it came up pretty good, I think. Not sure if I nailed the stickers. This side's probably the better side. I thought I'd start off by showing the better side, make it look like I know what I'm doing. But yeah, if we turn it around, this edge is not too sharp, unfortunately. I left a bit too much of the sort of clear backing exposed, like I didn't cut tight enough to the stickers, and I really didn't have any clue how tight I needed to cut, but as it turns out, you should cut as close to the sticker as you can. And then yeah, you'll need a scalpel, which I don't have. I just used a shitty craft knife to taper that. The door handles as well were a pain. I don't know what I was supposed to do there, so they're a bit of a hack job. I was trying to get as much as the sticker on the truck as I could, and take as little off as possible, but anyway, I knew I wasn't gonna have a perfect sticker job because yeah, I'm just not a master with decals by any means. I used up most of the ones in the pack though. I didn't go for the sort of lightning ones here. I thought that was a bit much. Just went with the Super Clodbuster and put little colour works one down there, which I think is quite cool. Yeah, no Tamiya monster truck, didn't bother with that. I just didn't want to cover it in decals, and just a few on the back, little Clod, White Lightning, Tamiya ink, did the number plate. You might notice that the Gimp Man is missing, whatever he is. I didn't like him, so I cut him out. It's funny, you can see here where I think his legs were. And I thought about cutting them out, but then I thought the gold is going to show through and it might look weird. So I thought, well, it kind of looks like it's just a big clod, so we'll just leave it. So yeah, but I didn't think he looked very good. His face is supposed to be in here. Yeah, so that's probably about as far as I'm going with this truck for a while. I like to do the servos on the axles, but it might be a little way off. Yeah, I just found out that my job that I've basically just settled into is about to potentially go kaput, so that might slow things down a little, I'm afraid. So yeah, that's the Cloudbuster. I got the Ultima here as well, so let me just switch to that. Alright, so this is the progress on the Ultima. Might not look like a lot's been done, but it's been all completely tore down and cleaned. I didn't pay so much attention to the suspension arms because I want to replace those. I don't know if you can see there, but they're kind of a bit haggard in places and sort of scratched up underneath, so yeah, I didn't give them the full attention. You'll notice I've got the platinums from my toms. So I did a swap with the toms and got the platinums back on here, which is good. The chassis, I've kept the old chassis, which, if you recall, has some marks in that. I had a oh, I got a new bumper. That's quite cool. I had the the vintage chassis brand new from the original Ultima, which I was going to throw in here, but the screw holes aren't recessed, and it looked awful, so I'm probably going to sell that chassis. Kept the top deck. You can see some sort of, later later Kyosho screws there that I used, but I kept all the original screws that I as much as ones that I had, so keep it looking original. So yeah, she's almost getting there. And I brought this motor. Some of you might have seen it on eBay. So yeah, I just thought that, I don't know, I just thought it looked quite cool with the sort of angry looking magnet. So in this, kind of old school sort of colours. Yeah, it's just a, it's just a non-exciting motor, but I just thought it suited this car. So, and the motor guard is still on the wish list as well. The original one is really scratched up, so I'm just looking to get a replacement one there. All the gearbox, I pulled all that down. All the gears have all been, apart from this one, they've all been greased, and it runs really nice, really smooth. So there was nothing to write home about there. So yeah, I mean, just to you might recall, I've got the body shell, no issues there. I want some posts for the wing mount, and wheels and tires are another wish list one. So I've got the rear tires. I need to find some ribs for the front, and I just didn't feel that the original wheels themselves were up to the job. They just didn't look good enough. They'd been a little bit sort of curbed up around the edges. So yeah, I was going to reuse them, but now I think I'm going to look out for something else. But yeah, as you probably know, vintage wheels and tires for Kyosho are quite a challenge. So yeah, I don't know. There is some aftermarket stuff which is quite cool, particularly like the alloy wheels. But yeah, they're a bit of an outlay, like £70. So I'm not really sure if I can stretch to those. It just depends what happens on the job front and so on. And yeah, same with newer kits. There's so many newer kits I'd like to buy, but again, I just don't have the money at this stage. I've never really been a fan of the RC10, but for some reason I'm keep sort of looking at them, and I think it's more just because I think it would be a good investment to grab one of those, but they all seem to have sold out, so everyone's got that idea. The classic clear is a lot cheaper, so that could be an option. I mean, it's basically the same car, just with the clear plastics, but yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just going to keep plodding away on this. I need to get a servo and a servo mount, and actually I don't have the little bar either, that little threaded bar to hook up to the steering. When I had one of these back in the day, the steering on them was pretty awful, to be honest. I don't know if it was just, my servo or what, but yeah, there wasn't a lot of steering angle. on these cars, but you know, they did well in competition, so maybe it's just me. But anyway, I'll leave it there. This is just a quick update because, you know, apart from making a little bit of progress and painting the Clod, there's not really been a whole lot going on. So I still have my Optima mid 60th waiting for a body, and everything else is exact. You know, like you're right up to date with this latest video. Nothing else has changed as far as my collection goes. So just gathering dust at the moment. But anyway, I hope whatever you guys are up to is going well, and thanks for watching and subscribing and commenting, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.